Who doesn't love a cute I-cord edging? But when it comes to a two-color I-cord edging, I don't love the color bleed that you'll often get. As they used to say on late night TV, there's got to be a better way. Say I'd like to add a 4-stitch I-cord edge. So I cast on my 4 stitches, and then my pattern might tell me to knit across the first 3 stitches, and so I will do that. And then it might tell me to slip 1 stitch as if to purl and pick up a stitch on the edge. Now, even if I'm going all the way to the edge in my little garter scarf and I pick up 1 stitch, I pass that stitch over, and then I slide those stitches to the other side of the needle and repeat. I will knit 3, and then I'll slip 1 as if to purl. I'll pick up 1 stitch, and I'll pass the slip stitch over and slide to the other side. And of course, slip as if to purl has nothing to do with the position of the working yarn. It means that I'm inserting the needle into the stitch the same way I do when I purl, which is tip to tip. But even with only a few stitches, you're starting to see what the issue is. You're seeing that color bleed. And of course, it doesn't matter whether you pick or throw, the issue is the same. So I'm going to work a few rows and see what this looks like. And then we will come up with a little easy solution to pass over that color gap. So I'm going to keep going and we'll take a look and see what happens next. So here I've gone a few rows and you can see that icky gap. So let's take a look at how we can bridge it. So I'm going to begin the exact same way. I'm going to knit 3 stitches and I'm going to slip 1. But what I want to do is bridge this gap with the color blue. So I'm going to put in a yarn over. I'm going to move that yarn to the front and up and over the needle. Then I'll go ahead and pick up my next stitch in my next purl bump. And now I need to pass the yarn over and the slip stitch over. So let's take a look at that a few times and we'll see what happens. I knit the first 3. I slip 1. I yarn over. I pick up my next stitch and I'm going to pass the yarn over and the slip stitch over, and I slide it across. And of course it wouldn't matter whether you're picking or throwing, but let's just look at that for throwing since I always share the love. I'm going to go ahead and knit 3. I'll slip 1. I'll do my yarn over. I will pick up my next stitch. And in garter, it's always easy to see where you're going. You're going to go right over that purl ridge. And I pass the slip stitch and the yarn over, being careful not to split any stitches. Slide to the other side. Let's do it one more time and we'll see what happens. Slip, yarn over, pick up right there above that next purl bump, and pass over. And I think you can already see the difference between that and this. So with that one little addition, you still knit your stitches, you still slip, but go ahead and add that yarn over and you'll turn icky, icky gap into beautiful 2-color icord.